We work 17, 18 hours a day, and it's tough at times. I mean, it gets tough on the family, hard on the family, hard on the wife, but it's what we believe in and what we do. So I enjoy what I do, and I think it was the right fit for me.
Scott Seiler was born on July 26, 1962 in Ocala, Florida, to Charles and Barbara Seiler. The youngest of three, Scott followed in his family's footsteps and has dedicated his life to agriculture like many generations before him.
My mom worked for the school board, and my daddy farmed, and they grew a lot of okra and squash. Did a lot of truck farming. And they had a packing house on Old Jacksonville Highway there at 301 there in 63rd Street. And then in 72, they built the packing house over there on 441. When I was a kid, my dad would leave and I'd be very upset, and I'd throw a pretty good fit, and I always liked going with him. It's good times. We had food on the table and we made it.
In his youth, Scott would work alongside his father and grandfather, learning what it would take to succeed in agriculture. Before graduating from Forest High School, a chance encounter would change his life forever in many ways.
I came to Ocala for a rodeo, and there was a dance afterwards. And then after I walked in, he came in, and I said to my friend, "Who is that?" And didn't meet him that night, but several years later is when we started dating.
It was a wow moment. I mean, we hit it off really good, I think. And she was from an ag background, and she was really pretty and really outgoing. Just started dating.
We dated for a year, married a year later.
It was just really tough. Both working and both trying to make ends meet. I mean, it was absolutely tough.
But I think that what makes it such a solid foundation is we did go through all the hard times, and now we've made it out on the other side. Amber was born in 1983, Andy in 86, Nikki in 87, and Matt in 89.
And, the children would say, he leads by example. Scott lives by faith, family, and farming. And so whenever you meet challenges, you always rely on your faith. The belief in himself and the things that he wanted to do and persevering. And so his family was there to support him, whether it be his parents or his siblings or his immediate family. And then farming was his stability.
He set an example for our family. And he's one of the many reasons that we have the work ethic that we do, is because even when we come home tired, my dad might still be at work, So for him to be in his 60s doing what he's doing today, it kind of inspires us to go, hey, you need to get off your butt and keep going, because there's a generation in front of you that is still paving the way so that you can keep going.
He's patient, and he's patient with everyone, whether it be his family, his customers, and especially in farming, because not everything's always gonna go your way. My dad is a very dependable person. He's always there for you, no matter who you are, whether it be an employee, family member. He, goes above and beyond. He works hard, and he's just a very dedicated individual. And I think the fact that, my dad and my papa are the first father-son duo that are being inducted into the Marion County Ag Hall of Fame says a lot about our family. I'm just really excited for him. My dad is a very humble man. And so, for him to be honored like this, I'm just incredibly grateful for this community.
He has set an example for our family, and he and my mom have been the bedrock for us ever since my grandfather passed away, and they're the glue that holds us all together.
Scott is the epitome of hard work, dedicating himself to delivering a quality product. He's taken the family business started by his grandfather and established himself as a leader in today's market.
My mom got Alzheimer's and dementia, my dad wanted to take care of her, so I went on and made a deal with him to buy the business. And it was a struggle at first, but we kind of turned it around and got it going, and it's doing fine now.
I had seen very few young men his age begin to take charge like he did, because he knew the business, he had learned the business, and he was as good as any there was in the business. But if he made a mistake, he owned his mistake and he made it right. And so he was a man of his word. He was a family man. He loves God. I think he's genuine. If you told me I had to tell you something bad about Scott, or we was going to have an arm wrestling or something, we just have to break out an arm wrestle, because there's nothing bad about it.
He is somebody who is a mentor. He's been a mentor to me. He's been a mentor to a lot of other local ranchers and farmers that have grown peanuts for him throughout the years. But he has a true passion for it, and an unselfish passion to help others learn this industry and helping individuals, whatever it may be throughout their life. And not necessarily just the agriculture industry, but other facets of life and businesses. He enjoys helping people.
I don't know if it's the American way or what, but you hear about it all the time. Some guy have his combine break down, and the other guy come to the field and help him out or get his crop harvested. And I don't know, it's just it's a tough life to get started in, and I just feel like they need help getting started.
He's very humble, very kind, very soft-spoken. His love for agriculture, the land, the environment, I think is, it's kind of bred into him. He's carried the flag for agriculture in Marion County and really in Central Florida. So I think it's the farmers in this county, like Scott and his family, that keep this land in agriculture versus putting it in development, that make Marion County a great place to live.
He's a guy that he does a lot for the community, but most people don't realize that he's done it. And that's how he is. He doesn't want any recognition. He'll work in the backgrounds. He'll give money. He'll give time. He'll give equipment. He'll do the work, but he's not going to be in the spotlight. But I promise you, his handprint, his fingerprints on a lot of things in this county. If there's not someone who's made a difference in agriculture in Marion County than Scott Seiler, there's not one.
Scott has not only found success in agriculture, but has also pursued his passion for roping, a love he discovered years ago when Sharon first introduced him to the sport.
It takes a lot of practice and a lot of hours of being in the arena, and it gets really trying at times. I mean, you get aggravated, and it's tough, but it's something I enjoy doing, and I pursue it.
Scott has used his knowledge and experience to give back, helping both the people and the land that have blessed him. He's been a part of many organizations that support agriculture in our community, such as the Marion County Farm Bureau, the Marion County Cattlemen's Association, a USDA Farm Service Agency Board member, and a Southeastern Youth Fair Board member. And in 2017, the Southeastern Youth Fair was dedicated in his honor.
I love the fact that he's being recognized. He has done so much hard work, dedication to his craft, and to see that he's being acknowledged for it, it just warms my heart. And I know he doesn't like it. He doesn't like to be in the forefront, but sometimes it's wonderful just to see someone's hard work get acknowledged. And so that to me is a blessing.
There's a lot of people ahead of me that, did the same thing, or probably more than I did, with less equipment and less technology. But it's a great honor.
Congratulations to 2024 Marion County Agriculture Hall of Fame inductee, Scott Seiler.